Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Principal, members of the Board of Governors, respected faculty, proud parents, and my very dear young fellow Etihsonians, Assalamu alaikum. I'm actually truly humbled. Whatever you said, I don't know how true that is, but I'm truly humbled to be here at Etihson today. It means a lot to me personally. It's like coming back to my alma mater for such a long time, and I am deeply touched. And thanks to the Board of Governors and thanks to the Principal for inviting me. For 13 long years, you see, I sat through every Founders Day as a student, but never was called on the stage because I never won any prize. I was just an average student, by the way, let me underscore that. While Founders Day is all about stars. So it took me 52 years to make it to the stage on Founders Day today. So what better example of perseverance commands success? So the first lesson is, if you did bloom at school, it doesn't really matter. There's plenty of time. As they say, apna time aayega. So chill. So it will all come to you one day, don't worry about it. So perseverance commands success. So my dear Etihsonians, what is success? The success our college motto repeatedly tells us to persevere for. Is it getting the best grades? Making it to the best universities in the world? Getting the best job? Making loads of money? Having the best cars? Having the best house? And the list of the best goes on. So is it this success that Etihson is all about? Or is there more? Let's come back to it later. Let's go back in time, just a little more than half a century, 1968 to be exact, when my friends, some of them sitting here, Mansoor, Syed and Usman, and I started our first class at the junior school at Etihson, and it was K1B. So we had this unique privilege of spending the 70s at Etihson. It was a decade of fashion, bell-bottoms, platform shoes, discos, hot pants, rebellion and personal liberation. We were less distracted by gadgets of today and had the luxury to spend more time with friends and family. Played sports every day, wrote letters, kept a diary, read books, watched our favorite TV series once a week on PTV at a fixed time, and enjoyed the delectable band kebabs to no end. Some of the parents may recall that we grew up watching TV shows like Alif Noon and Waris, Columbo and Kojak. We read with great interest Enid Blyton, Agatha Christie and Hardy Boys, but we can never forget James Hardley Chase and Harold Robbins for reasons I better not mention. Some of the books that fashioned our thoughts were The Roots, 100 Years of Solitude, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, To Kill a Mockingbird, Godfather, Jaws, Saturday Night Fever were some of the movies of our time, and Jodie Foster, Goldie Hawn and Farrah Fawcett are still remembered fondly. Kung Fu was a fad, and we idolized Bruce Lee. In music, it was ABBA, Beatles, and Bob Marley were our favorites. This was some of us growing up at Etihson in the 70s. We could do anything we liked. There was no fear of going viral on social media. We had no Instagram, no Facebook, no Twitter, so we were truly, truly free at that time. So outside these walls, 70s was a happening decade, full of political upheavals. As we started school, President Ayub Khan resigned. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto took over. First free and fair general elections took place in the country. Fortunately, Dhaka fell. Constitution of 1973 was promulgated and then suspended as martial law was enforced. Dr. Abdul Salam won the Nobel Prize for Physics. All the upheavals, tragedies and victories outside these walls of Aitchison somehow never touched us inside. Like a city-state, Aitchison shielded us, and we continued to study, ride, swim, and do sports, unmoved by the air of the times outside. After leaving Aitchison, however, I had to make an effort to connect with the country, with the people, and especially Urdu poetry. It was as if I were in a cocoon for 13 years. I'm sure things have changed since, Mr. Principal, and if not, the Board of Governors may consider lowering the walls a little. Education must be in sync with the times and the reality around us. And now that I am on it, let me say that had I been on a wheelchair, would I have made it to this place today? Let's therefore make Aitchison truly accessible. We need to embrace diversity and open up to students with different abilities so that they too may excel to their strengths, making Aitchison a pioneer in inclusive education. It's also high time, Mr. Principal, it's also high time we open the campus to girls and transgenders. And why not? And why not, I ask myself. And if at all you look at our Constitution, I'm quite sure it supports that also. All this will make a more humane and a tolerant society, which is the need of the hour, and Aitchison must take a lead on that. Our life in Aitchison revolved around three things: studies, sports, and friendships. There was no other distraction. We were nurtured in values such as giving respect to the elders and teachers, bringing discipline into our affairs, being more responsible in our behavior, and most importantly, the sense of sportsmanship in the field. To know your potential and failings and to accept defeat with grace, to play by the rules when no one is watching, to never be petty and never hit below the belt. These are valuable lessons of fair play, justness, and teamwork that stayed with us much longer. Later on, when I found anybody cheating in golf, I would not trust him for the life of me. So from classrooms to the playgrounds, from riding schools to the debating competitions, Aitchison had lessons for us at every turn. Values like courage, kindness, patience, integrity, gratitude, and forgiveness were there for the taking. Some imbibed more than the others, but on the whole, silently and behind scenes, Aitchison molded our character and personality. And I kid you not, some of these values have stood by me in the most difficult decisions I've taken in my life. So thank you, Aitchison. Thank you. And at this juncture, may I request the old boy sitting here, except Syed Babar Ali, to please stand up and let's show our gratitude to Aitchison and say thank you together. Can we all rise, please? Thank you so much. Even my seniors here, thank you so much. So, I'll say 1, 2, 3, and you may all say thank you, Aitchison. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Aitchison. Thank you very much. I think we owed that to Aitchison and we had to say it. Aitchison in our times was steered by principles like the great Abdul Ali Khan, the energetic and sportsman Chaudhry Ghulam Rasool, and the disciplinarian Indi Hassan. Their stewardship made Aitchison what it stood for. At junior school, the quintessential Miss Gaur, a fine educationalist, was the headmistress. My early mentors in life were Mrs. Siddiq, Mrs. Abid, Mrs. Rahman, Mrs. Bukhari, Mrs. Bey. I will always remember them fondly. Graduating to prep school was like moving into adolescence. Huskier voice, shave, to wear a watch, try to talk to a girl, be more conscious about yourself, etc. At prep school, we had the opportunity of being taught by the iconic G.D. Langlands and other unforgettable names like Mr. Shah, Bashir Akhtar Sahab, Abdul Shakur, Faizur Rahman, Mr. Bhuta Malik, Naseem Akram, Mr. Gulfaraz. What memorable days. When we moved to the senior school, the most influencing personality of our lives was the unforgettable Mr. Tajuddin. And I think he deserves a big clap. Mr. Tajuddin was our headmaster. Trained at Aligarh, Mr. Tajuddin epitomized a life of principles, dedication, integrity, and superb ability to mentor the young. But what I want to tell you is about the famous surprise mathematics quiz. Except the few brainies in the class, we always failed the quiz. Later discovered that on a quiz day, Mr. Tajuddin used to walk out of his office with a file cover having the quiz. We ensured that one of us would stand by the stairs in Barry Block and see if he had a file in his hand, and if he did, we knew there was a quiz coming. Sadly, this made no difference at all. We still failed the quiz. The most memorable part is that Mr. Tajuddin would check and mark the quiz in the class. He would then call every student up to the podium, and for those who had the honor of getting a 0 out of 10, he would hold the pen from the top, giving a facial expression of disgust, and throw the file, the copy, on the floor. I remember, I tell you honestly, I remember picking up my copy from the floor several times. A.D. Bhatti was an amazing mathematics A-levels teacher. He ensured that every student got an A in A-levels. I missed mine though. Mr. Usmani taught us English literature. He taught us so well that we remembered the lines by heart. Till this day I fondly remember the lines Portia addressed to Shylock in The Merchant of Venice. Lines which we later discovered meant so much more than we understood at the time. Shylock in Merchant of Venice, as we know, wanted Antonio's pound of flesh. So Portia, beseeching Shylock to show mercy, says, "The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes." I think that means so much now that we read it again. A Man for All Seasons, a play we read at Aitchison, left a deep imprint on me particularly. I've even quoted from the play in some of my judgments. This is a play by Robert Bolt about Sir Thomas More, the Lord Chancellor of England, who was beheaded as he opposed the marriage of Henry VIII with Anne Boleyn. One of my favorite lines are when Thomas More says, and it's so true today, "When statesmen forsake their private conscience for the sake of their own public duties, they lead their country by a short route to chaos." I get goosebumps even today. My dear Aitchisonians, don't ever be afraid of failure. Remember that. Because fail you will. We all do. Life at times does not turn out to be as we imagine it to be. In fact, it is good to fail earlier in life so that you get to success sooner. As I told you earlier, I was an average student and walked home after the last Founders' Day in 1980 without much hope for the future. Failures continued to haunt me as I dropped out of college in the US and returned to Pakistan as my father wasn't well. Did my bachelor's privately, wanted to read English literature but failed to get into the program. Failed my civil service examination as I didn't get the service I wanted. Was forced to get into law as a last recourse. My world collapsed on me several times, and many a times I thought I've hit a dead end. But somehow I got up and walked again with renewed determination on whatever new path opened for me. And I got the opportunity, and I was lucky to get into Cambridge And much later in life, you see, much later in life, I realized that a plan larger than our own plan is at work, and that we are not in control. My dear Ejisonians, this is important. It's an important realization, so my dear young Ejisonians, please make a note. We are not in control. Once you realize that, and I'm sure you will one day, you will not be scared anymore. Failures will not bother you. Your role in life becomes simple. Just get up, and if you fail, if you fall again, get up again. Don't lose heart, trust the plan, and give your best to whatever comes your way. Leave the rest to the master planner and prayers of your parents, especially your mother, and don't worry about it. Having this, you see, having this realization to my mind is the first real success you've achieved. So my dear Ejisonians, let me come back to success now. You know well that not everyone can attend Ejison. Out of a population of say about 220 million, you are the privileged 3,000 students. As they say, if more is given to you, more is expected of you. You're not here just to make a life for yourself, but you're under an obligation to go beyond. Martin Luther King said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Success would be when you come to understand that it's not about you, but about others around you. You do not exist to serve yourself at the expense of others, but you exist to cooperate with others. When you realize that life is about giving and not about amassing, grades and degrees, frankly, do not matter at the end of the day. What matters is what you can give and what you can share. Years of education that makes you a successful professional, a scientist, an engineer, doctor, judge, civil servant, or a businessman is of little avail if whatever you do does in any manner make this world a better place. The Ivy League education would have no value if your life hasn't made a difference in the life of others. Your creativity, hard work, and achievement over the years will be weighed on a public scale. Remember that. Have you given anything back, or have you just been a taker all your life? This is important. My dear Ejisonians, issues must concern you. Challenges like climate change, environmental degradation, technological disruption, including artificial intelligence and biotechnology, or our local issues like health, poverty, domestic violence, street children, honor killing, etc., must bother you. You must champion a cause and make an effort to fight for it. Ejisonians cannot stand by as bystanders watching from the fence, unmoved and unconcerned. They need to roll up their sleeves and get into things. This wonderful education demands that from you. This realization is the success our motto is talking about. So, my young Ejisonians, stand up for something in life. You must have convictions and then strength, reason and logic to stand up for them. Success is also the freedom to do what you love, to do what you believe in, and if you haven't got what you want, keep looking, don't give up. Ejison gives you a head start, and many of you will be involved with the governance of this country one day. So remember to honor and respect your constitution. Most of our issues have been because we don't have the courage to follow the constitution and justify unconstitutional steps in the face of necessity. All of us are to be blamed for this. No amount of education is any worth if you cannot stand up for the country when it needs you. So, my dears, stay hungry and be in love with whatever you do, and don't bother if others think you're foolish. Just walk your path. So tell me now, all of you, the young Ejisonians sitting here, that are you going to go out there and change the world, stand up for the weak, be forgiving and compassionate, fight injustice, protect nature, make this world a country a better place? Tell me, say something. Is this a yes or is it a no? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. God bless you.